Hi guys, and welcome to Finish It Friday, episode 31. It is really muggy here. It is Thursday night. I'm recording this early because I forgot I have a dentist appointment at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Yay me. Love the dentist. Okay, so let's go ahead, go down to the stamping surface and review where we were, where we left off from Wednesday. Okay, the only thing I changed out here was, I switched this out for two very vanillas. So we have our 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4, our 2 1/8 by 5.5 cardstock, 2.5 by 4 darker cardstock, and then 2 1/4 by 3 3/4 lighter cardstock. And then you could always have a scrap on the side for anything you may want to use for layers and or extra embellishments. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let me grab out the stamp and seal, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply the adhesive on the back of this, and we're going to line it up to my other cutter is across the room. So we're going to line this up on the edge of our cardstock. I don't think I cut that very good. I did it. All right, this might be a little bit of the white showing up above. So you know what you're going to do? I'm just going to trim that off a little bit. Hopefully I don't ruin my whole cardstock doing that. All right, there we have a nice even edge. Okay, so then let's go ahead and we're going to, this is going to be our focal point. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp on this, and I'm going to use also a punch. I didn't tell you to bring out punches or dies, but I got the idea because when Marguerite gave me the comment, she said it looked very patriotic because it was red, white, and blue. So the other thing I thought about is red, white, and blue is nautical. So bringing out the punch is staying around in the upcoming new catalog. It won't be bundled, and the actual stamp set's getting retired, so only the punch is carrying through. So it's kind of like the Dragonfly punch. The Dragonfly punch is going through, but Dragonfly Garden is going bye-bye. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to, Waves of Inspiration is going through to the new catalog. So I am actually going to grab, I haven't used this stamp set very much. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a block. I don't think that block is long enough. Let me get a bigger one. And let me go ahead and get, crumb cake. I'm going to use crumb cake. I don't want anything too bold. I hope, like I said, I haven't used the stamp set very much, so I hope I took the finishing off. Who knows? We'll see. All right, looks pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead, and then in the memento, let's go ahead and do our saying. I'm going to use the You're So Totally Awesome. See how I cut it. Little crooked. Wouldn't be one of my cards if it wasn't a little bit crooked, right? Put that off to the side. Now we're going to go ahead and mount this to this. But now before I do any more mounting, I'm going to go ahead and take this little itty bitty bird from there. And we're going to just do a little bit of a background. You have to be very light with these birds, otherwise you'll get edges. That's about good enough. Going lower, they'll be in the ocean, right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to cover that one right up. It's all right. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead. Let's mount this. Yeah. Let's go ahead and mount this up with dimensionals, because dimensionals make people happy. Oh my goodness. A lot of dead air there. Sorry. All right. So let's make sure I have all the little. All right. Let's go ahead. Put that on there. And now we're going to take this punch. We're going to get that middle part out. We're going to get one of the sails. That red. Get the other sail. I'm going to do both of these because if I don't like the red with it, then I'll do both blues. All right. And I always have to look at my examples because I am not a seafaring type person and I forget how to mount this. All right. So let's do. We're going to do it just a little bit there and a little bit there. We're going to hold it down. Didn't even make it. Yes, and I should have my my silicone craft mat out, but I don't. Now this time I'll be smarter. I'll put it on the edges where I actually want it to stick. Alright, and like I said, if you don't like the red, you could go back in with the blue. I want to break up, oops, now look what I've done. I want to break it up just a little bit, just because. Let's put a little bit there, very little tiny amount there. Go ahead and put it right there on the corner. All right, let me get some of this out of the way here. Stamps to clean later. And there you are. Let me get that out of the way too. I forget how much I zoom in. All right, so there's our card. Oops, a little bit of blue on the bottom. The inspiration for this card came of a swap I did with Karen Prevost. I don't know. This was many years ago. And as you can see, she actually, this is back when we had the brads, not the brads, the eyelets. So she did that. So that's where my inspiration came from. So here's this one. Here's another one here. I did do that layering where I stamped behind in the green and then I layered on top. Of course, I'm using Hues of Happiness because that is going away like all the designer series paper will. So, and then I used, on this I used the Color and Contour stamp set and dies. All right. So there's that. Let me show you. And of course, I punched out some dragonflies because every card needs a dragonfly on it. And then here's another one. Again, using colors and color and contours, using those wonderful loose daisy embellishments that was in the mini catalog, and it's carrying over to the annual catalog. So those are fun. Ooh, I really messed up my stamping surface. So yes, so I put a few of those on, used that die to cut the edge, and then stamped off once. This is the garden green on the back of that. All right, there you are, guys. 3 different looks. using pretty much the same layout. Didn't really go. You could actually go and have this be this way and leave this spot for your sentiments. I decided, especially since I'm running up against a timeline, to just do the 3 landscape, no, portrait, sorry, the 3 portrait cards for this class. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me on Finish It Friday. I know I'm stumbling over my words, but my dog just startled me by coming into the room and laying down. So, wish me luck at the dentist. Ugh. And hope to see you sometime this weekend for some more stamping fun. Have a great one, guys. Bye.